Hello, this is Itsu. Okay, I got some comments about this little circuit. How complicated can it be? But it does. Parchman correctly mentioned that this current probe should not be inside the parallel circuit but outside, so I have moved the current probe, not being measured here somewhere in the RC circuit, LC circuit, but outside. So I'm now measuring it in the plus line. I also added a 1 ohm resistor here in the return line and made some comparisons between the current probe and the current via one of the probes, but it's very similar. The probes show somewhat higher millivolts than the milliamps being here, but there's also difference in the different probes I use, so I think the problem is my not really calibrated probes or scope channels. But anyway, it's within the same region, even at resonance, so I'm still using now the current probe for the measurements. Okay, like I said, I still have the probes across the 1 ohm resistors here in the both branches to the toroid, and I have a parallel voltage probe across well, the cap and the both coils, and I use one single ground point here. So I hope that's all within the good practice for measurements. It did clean up the scope traces I have. At the moment I am at resonance 6.1 kilohertz, 10 volt peak to peak sine wave, and we can see that we are exactly in resonance by looking at the purple and the green trace, which is purple is the voltage across the parallel LC, and green is the input current into the system, and they are exactly in phase. And the both yellow and blue signals, the currents to the both coils are now exactly 180 degrees. I removed the phase, I put up all the RMS values now, and like I mentioned, the current being measured, the green, needs to be taken in this case times 10, because we are at 100 milliamps per division, and not like it says here 10. So this value should be taken times 10, so we have something like 109 milliamps going into the system, RMS. But that's not the real reason for this measurement. It looks much cleaner now. I will now go up in frequency. Oops. And you can see that the purple trace is now behind the current, the green trace, so we are in a capacitive side of the circuit, going back now into resonance, which is somewhere here. Going further down, the voltage is leading now, so we are now in an inductive side of the circuit. We can also see that the current dips. It's now 12 point something, going down until in resonance 10.9 something, and after resonance it goes up again. Because in parallel we have the highest resistance, meaning the lowest current going through. So this is all like it's supposed to be. And one thing I wanted to test also now is I have added a 220 microfarad bipolar electrolytical cap. It's not connected yet, and I will now attach it, and we will see that the signals, let me connect it properly. Okay, so we were at resonance with the other 1 microfarad cap. Now it's 221 microfarad, so the resonance frequency has dropped, but we can also see that, let me crank up the amplitude from the signals. The blue signal is very weak at the moment, but you can see that we are well, still in the same condition. Okay, sorry for the fiddling. I have to solder it, I guess. But that's what I wanted to show, that we can see that the phases of the blue and the yellow are now in phase instead of out of phase, 180 degrees. So this big farad, this big capacitor has a lot of influence. Also on the resonance frequency, I will go down in frequency now to find the new resonance point, which is way down, somewhere here. Okay, let me find a exact. This is the green, and the purple is now exactly in phase again, somewhere here. You can also see that the blue and the yellow signals are completely different now. So this big cap has an enormous influence on the circuit. Not sure why Dieter asked it. We are now at 360 Hertz, which is the new resonance frequency with this 221 microfarad cap. Okay, I will remove it. So we are now back at the 1 microfarad, going up in frequency. Going to resonance again. Bigger steps. Adjusting the signals. So somewhere here we are back in resonance with the 1 microfarad cap. This tidying up of this circuit this way has also probably cleaned up this flipping effect, which I thought I saw. It doesn't show anymore at this setup, so that is also a good thing. Okay, thank you for watching.